What is going on, lads, and welcome back to Pokemon FIFA, where we're on episode 5 and still pushing towards that all rare bronze team. As we get into this game against a pretty mediocre and what looks like a starter pack team, if you guys want to get coins, whether it's to open some packs for the new team of the week tomorrow, which should be awesome, with the likes of Informed Daniel Sturridge, don't even talk to me about that derby. There's a link down in the description to UT coins for you. If you use the code AJ3, you'll get coins for just over £6.50, which is just absolutely mental. But you can see that we are going to get a little bit lucky here. We win ourselves a free kick. I wasn't too sure whether it was a free kick or not. He did seem to get the ball a little bit. And then the ref goes and sends him off as well, which is just absolutely crazy. Not too sure about that decision there, but we are going to try and capitalise on it. If we are showing you the highlights, you can probably guess what is going on. But we don't really have the best of free kick takers, so we just leave Hoiberg, is that how you pronounce his name, on it. And he actually does a pretty decent job in slotting that in the bottom corner. Maybe the keeper could have done a little bit better. Maybe you could say that we did get lucky with that goal. You probably could. Maybe not so much a foul and pretty bad goalkeeping. But we are going to take any lead that we can get, as we really do want these evolutions. Next up, it is an absolutely beautiful ball through to Standira. And sometimes when I'm watching these back, I think, Andy, that was an absolutely brilliant bit of play. And then sometimes, like now, I think, Andy, you sweaty, sweaty bastard. That was a horrible goal to be scoring. But like I said, you've got to do what you've got to do. We want to get them evolutions and we want to get our team awesome. So I'm going to employ the dirty, sweaty tactics and make sure that happens. Again, we get an absolutely terrible goal, really. Considering how bad this guy's team was, we didn't score the best of goals against him. We get a nod back to Saw, and he just smashes it in the top corner. Quality finish for a centre-back. And it is the 33rd minute, and he is going to go and rage quit. So, even though I said we didn't get the best goals against him, we didn't really get the chance. It only took us 30 minutes to get the guy to rage quit. Which of course means we are getting an evolution, and this time we are going to be evolving Gunter. He's actually a really good centre-back, and if I had the choice, I probably would have kept hold of him. Sometimes EA are stupid and make the non-rare players better than the rare players, and with the centre-backs that we are going to be getting, this is a perfect example. But we have gone and evolved them into Ta. We'll go with Ta. We've gone and evolved him into Ta. It was still a pretty decent player. He's not quite as fast, and he has got a tiny little bit better defending. So even though we would like to stick with Gunter, it's not too much of a problem to us. And we are literally going to jump straight back in to our next battle. And we're again going to come up against one of these teams where the guy doesn't seem to know what he's doing. He hasn't really got much chemistry. He has bought a couple of goal players, but they don't really seem to be able to link up to each other. He's got a centre defensive mid and left mid. And to be honest, we are just going to try and go to town on this guy. It is pretty difficult for me anyway on the recording screen to see which players or which kits. But we do go through nicely anyway. Obviously, I could see when I was playing. And Standira puts us in front in the 10th minute. So, absolutely quality start to this game once again. And this is actually going to lead me onto this topic. So, as you will see, we are going to score another goal. And this is one's going to be absolutely stupid. Like I said, sometimes I think, Andy, you sweaty bastard. Sometimes I think, what the fuck was I even doing trying to do that? Why would I go for that shot? But I did, and it went in, so it worked. And you will see in a second, this guy is going to rage quit again. Now, in the comments section of the last Pokemon FIFA, someone suggested that when I get a rage quit, I should earn a rare candy and get an extra evolution. If you guys think that is a good idea, leave it down in the comments section. If you guys don't think that's a good idea, leave that down in the comments section as well. And I will do whichever one of you get, whichever one most people think is the best idea, because I think it's a pretty cool idea and a nice way to work rare candies into the series, but it is totally up to you guys what you would prefer to see. But, like I said, this guy is going to rage quit once again. It's getting a bit of a pain, to be perfectly honest. I never get to play a full game of FIFA. I did say I would include losses and stuff like that, and we'd downgrade players, but I've been absolutely tearing people apart using this team. So we are just going to keep getting evolution after evolution until I eventually come up against somebody decent, maybe when I get into the silvers. But as you can see, we have gone and evolved Kadira, and we have evolved him into Hoffman. It was pretty like for like. I'm not really going to say which one is better, as you can just pick whichever one you want, really. So not quite the situation that we had with the centre-backs, but not a massive improvement on the player that we did get in the evolution. But he is rare bronze, and we have upgraded him from a non-rare bronze, so we are moving in the right direction. But that is going to be the end of the video, lads. If you have enjoyed it, I would really appreciate it if you would hit like. 500 likes would be absolutely insane. If you've missed any Pokemon FIFA, as always, the link to the playlist will be down in the description if you want to go and get yourself caught up. Apart from that, if you're looking for anything else to watch, I did a FIFA 14 myth busting the other day about whether goalkeepers can get sent off. So if you want to go and see that or have your input, again, link to that will be down in the description. Make sure you check out UT coins for you if you want to get yourself some coins. £6.50 or just over 4 coins is just absolutely ridiculous, so go and check them guys out. Apart from that, lads, make sure you subscribe if you are new. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.